What is database? That stores the data about data. Okay, we are storing the information. Okay, like we have to store the information about one organization. Then what will happen? What we will do? We are going to talk about the employee, department, and the department information. After that, employee information, who are working under that department. So it's all about data. So we have two types of data presentations. Okay, like first is logical. Okay, next is physical data independence. Okay, logical data independence means it does not have any concern about the actual data. Okay, when you make the changes in your table format, it does not affect the data stored on the hard disk. That is the logical one. Fine. Here is the physical one. Physical means it, when you make the changes, okay, that is going to, those changes are going to happen in the organization, files, tables, formats. Okay, physically you are going to change it. Clear? Everything data, you have to make the changes in at every level. Okay, so this is all. These are the two types here. Okay, these are not the models. We have three types of models with us: hierarchical, network, and relational database. So in this topic we will talk about relational database in details. Okay, but yes, of course we will talk about other two also, but not in so detail. Okay, so first is hierarchical database model. Hierarchical database model. Hierarchical database means, it's like a tree structure. Fine, it is like a tree structure. You can say here is the parent node. Okay, one is here, another is here. Fine, then further it is having the structure. So this is the hierarchical type. Okay, clear? It is the hierarchical type structure. So let's talk about here hierarchical database model. So first is hierarchical database model. Okay, so what is happening here now? We will have our database like trees type. Okay, tree structure, those that is having the branches also. Clear? So same here. So we will have one. We will take the example. Okay, there is one parent. Okay, there is one parent who is having the children. Okay, fine. So here we can say, here the relation is one to many. One parent is there. Okay, like, so we can say it one to many. I will write here 1 is to ratio many. So this is the one and they are the many. Fine. So example, and let's see what I am talking about, the one parent and other children. Okay, so let's see here. We have an example here. Suppose I am having one. So we will see here student, one example. Here student will act like a parent. Okay, so here is my table, roll number, name, okay, address. So he is a parent. Fine. So now here, how to create the relation here? Okay, so let's see the relation here with another color. Okay, this child, this parent is having the relation with the library. Just a minute, I'll simply, library, who is a child. Okay, who is a child. Let me just draw it with black pen only. Okay, clear? So relation, we are now talking about the relation here. This is a student parent, and we are relating it with the exams also and the library also. So we have the fields here: roll number, okay, ticket, ID you can say, and book issued. कौन सी book issue की गई है? Okay, here this. Okay, now let's just simply relate it with the exams. Okay, next table is exam. Okay, that is also child. Okay, that is also a child. So here also we will have a relation. One parent is having the relation with other children. So let's see what is the relation here. Roll number, okay, then first term exam, half yearly, okay, after that annual. Clear? So this is my child note. This is also child note. This is also child note. After this, now I am having one more relation. Okay, one more relation here. That is with this. Okay, this is also the relation. Okay, so let's write down the content. Roll number, tuition fee. Okay, after that fee, after that total fee. Now you can see in this table one student is a parent, and this is the main root who is having the relation with other children. This one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, you can see here this parent is having the relation with other children. Means this one, this one, this one is having the relation with many. Okay, so this is one to many. Okay, one to many relationship type. So this is the hierarchical type database model. Okay, so let's talk about advantages and here are the limitations. Fine. What are the advantages now? Look here. First is improves data integrity. Okay. Second is fine. Next, data is simple, and after that you can say promotes data integrity. Okay. Number 4, efficient. Okay, because it mapped easily and mapped into one to many. Okay, so these are the advantages of this model. Let's just have a review. Okay, data integrity, it improves data integrity. Simple, data is simple, easy to maintain. It promotes data integrity. Oh, okay, I have written it again. Okay, efficient and easily mapped into one is to many relation. Okay, so now let's talk about, I have repeated this, data is simple and efficient. Okay, now they talk about the limitations. Okay, just make it star. Number 1, First is cannot have any other relation like many to many. Okay, number 2. Clear? Next is dependency on parent node. Okay, dependency on parent node. Okay, implementation is complex and difficult. Implementation is complex and difficult. Fine. Next is changes to be made. Whatever the changes you will done in all other applications too. Okay, the changes that has to be made, has to be done in all other applications too. So these are the limitations, okay, and they are the advantages. Clear? Fine. I hope hierarchical database model is clear to you. Now we will talk about the network model. In network model, so next is the network data model. Okay, we will talk about the next model now. In network, see, I told you that in hierarchical, when I was talking about hierarchical data model, I told you here pointers are replaced with links. Like we joined like this now, this, then here, okay, then here. Fine. So these pointers are replaced by now links. Okay. So it is a collection of records. Okay. Network data model is a collection of records. They are connected with each other with the help of links. We will call them links. Fine. So here, it replaced hierarchical data model because let's take the example of network database model. Okay. So we will again take one table, student table. That is a parent, student, parent, roll number, okay, then name, address. Okay, so next draw it here. Let me rub that. Library. Okay, it is the child. Okay, so here what was here? The roll number. Okay, and the next was ticket number. Okay, or ID. Fine. And book issued. Book issued. Fine. This was my another table. Now the next table here. Okay, that is also having exam. Okay, and the next exam and fee. Okay, so let's see here exams. That is child. Okay, so exam mein what was there? Roll number, first term, half yearly, okay, annual. Here annual. Clear? After that, one more table we are having, fee. Okay, that is also a child. That is also a child. So what is coming here under fee now? So let's write down. First of all, look, These two tables are connected with each other with the help of links. Okay, clear? Now after here, this address is connected with this. Okay, this is connected with this. Clear? And again, this is also connected with this. Fine. So they are linked with each other. Fine. Clear? After that, you can say now these three are interrelated. Okay, these three are interrelated. They all three are connected with each other. Okay, so this is a network type. Now these orange colored lines, this one, this one, this one, this one, and yes, of course, this one. These all are links. The records are connected with each other with the help of links only. Okay, so this is my table here, okay, of network data model. Clear to you? It is many to many. Okay, I will write here again. It is many to many. Hierarchical was one to many, but this one many to many. Okay, you can create relations with other tables too. Okay, so M to M. Clear? So let's see here advantages, okay, and the limitations. Advantages and the limitations of this model. So here I am going to write down advantages, okay, limitations. So first is it can handle more relationship types. Okay, can handle more relationship types. Okay, as it is many to many. Number 2, data access is easy and simple. Easy and simple. Okay. Next, third point, it also includes DDL. Okay, that is data definition, language, and DML, that is data manipulation language. Okay, now manipulation language. Now the next is it promotes the data integrity. Okay, promotes more data integrity. Okay, so these all are the advantages. Now we will talk about the limitations of network data model. What are the limitations? Okay, so first is quite complex structure, quite complex in structure. Okay, fine. Changes requires changes in other applications too. Okay, number 3. Next is a high level language interface is required. Okay, a high level language interface is required. Fine. Next is, last one is, so we need the extra memory. Okay, extra memory is required for holding links. Clear? So these all are the advantages and limitations of network data model. You know now, links, that the association between the tables. Okay, so this is the advantages and the limitations. Okay, now we will work with relational data model. Okay, relational data model also, it also overcome the hierarchical and network data model. So it has more advantages, more good characteristics. Okay, so let's see. So next is relational database model. What is it? Okay, relational database model. Fine. What is it now? Relational means we have the relations among one table to another. Okay, so that here also data is stored in the form of tables. Okay, like our maths notebook. Fine, like this way. It is made up of, it is a table, it is made up of rows and columns. Okay, so these are the columns. These all are the columns, orange colored. Okay, and these red one are the rows. And these are the columns. And the whole is the, what is it? Table. So we store the data in the form of table. We create the relation from one table to another. Okay, we talk about the characteristics of relational database. Okay, characteristics. Fine. Number one, as we can see, the data is orderly arranged. Okay, so we will say orderly arranged. Okay, data. Fine. Tabular view, you can say. Okay. Third one is, you can say each relation is represented as a table. Okay, each relation is represented as a table. Okay, number 4, columns are the attributes. As I told you, these are the columns, so we will call them attributes. Okay, we will call them attributes. So columns are attributes. Fine. Next is rows. These rows, they will be counted as single entity. Okay, rows take as single entity. The value, data values are scalar. Okay, means in the form of rows and columns. The value will be is stored in the column only or in the row only, in the box only. Okay, so data values are scalar, you can say. Next, yes, operations are performed. Okay, operations are performed on entire relationship. Entire relationship. Okay, entire relation you can say. Okay, so these all are the characteristics. Fine. Data is orderly arranged, tabular view. Each relation is represented as a table. Fine. Columns are the attributes. Fine. Rows are represented as a single entity. Data values are scalar, and operations are performed on entire relation. Okay, so these were the characteristics of relational database model. Now we will talk about advantages, then limitations. Okay, so let's see advantages after this. So I am writing here advantage. Number 1, structure independency is there. Okay, fine. Changes made that is also do not affect the data access. Okay, so third one is our table view, tabular view, query based support, ठीक है, 3, 4, sorry, 5th. Fine. Data organization and manipulation is easy. Organization, because it is in the form of tables. Okay, so data will be more accurately arranged. We can easily operate the data when it is looking like in an attractive way. They are arranged properly. Okay, then it is easy for us to organize it. Okay, data organization and manipulation means changes, any change you want to make in the database, okay, is easy. Fine. Next is powerful structure. Fine. Powerful structure design. Okay. Last, mathematical operations are carried out very easily. Mathematical operations are carried out easily. Okay, so these are the advantages. Let's see, I will highlight the important things. Structure independency, changes made that also do not affect the data access, tabular view, query based support like SQL. Okay, we have the SQL with us. SQL based query, SQL based questions you can ask. Okay, it's a language. We will also talk about this, the commands and all that. Data organization and manipulation is easy. Powerful structure design. Mathematical operations are carried easily. Okay. Now we have only 2 limitations. Okay, only 2 limitations. Let's see. Size becomes very large, and number two I'll write here because the space is not there. Okay, number 2, in RDBMS, software and hardware overheads. Okay, fine, with the large database, with the large size of the database. Okay, thank you. I hope you have understood this. Thank you.
If you like my video, kindly like, subscribe and comment. Don't forget to subscribe my channel.